Hey guys, I am late this week doing the update on baked beans, and then you're gonna wonder why I have Turd Burglar up here. Yeah, we launched. We're up to 54 B&B. Yeah, it's a pretty good running joke so far. Um, yeah, a lot of people are like, hey, let's throw a bunch into marketing, and I'd rather just have organic growth. But the reason I have it up here on the baked beans update is because Turd Burglar actually made it to the the AMA on the chat this morning on Telegram. So um, yeah, there were some good laughs that were had there, and that's what I intended this to do. It is um, the meme miner that's going around right now. So yeah, Turd Burglar. Yeah, the King uh, Baker himself over there said he had a good laugh with it, and he intends to throw B&B in there. So yeah, let's keep it going. It's always fun to have something fun to play with and see where it goes. So yeah, there were a lot of questions. There were a lot of things that were going on with baked beans in the AMA. It was like, hey, what's with the percentage is going down, blah blah. And the thing is when you, as the contract kind of like levels out, or if it has a slow spot, you are going to get lower returns. That is a fact. The thing is, you're never going to have like no returns. So that's really good news, especially because looking at the history of B&B Miner, um, that the top of that, when it goes down and stuff like that, you're not going to just not make money. It's going to keep going. Are you going to make 8% a day? No, but um, yeah, that's the concerning part, is that like level top right there, and if it starts heading down, um, that's just one thing we have to look for. But they say they have a bunch of more marketing coming up, and they're going to dump some marketing money into it to bring more people in. So hopefully that's a short-lived little dip there. But even when it is, even if it does go down, it's not going to be a sharp drop like, those ROI DApps. It's not just going to disappear in a few days. If this thing just goes and everybody just starts eating and not recompounding, we're still looking at months before the contract drains, if that happened. But that's probably not going to happen. People want this thing to be long term. There's a lot of people that are in this for the long term. So even if it does start to drop, I would still say 6-1 is the best strategy. Don't just panic and bail. I'm looking for the profits in this thing to last, months, if not a year, as long as it kind of follows what B&B Miner did. And that takes the community, rebaking, taking profits once a week and continuing that trend, instead of just bailing and just getting out as much as you possibly can. That's a horrible strategy. It's bad for you, it's bad for everybody. So I look at this long term. This is, if people are going to treat this thing like an ROI DApp, you're ruining it for yourself and you're ruining it for others. Don't do it. Don't listen to the guys that are like, hey, take profit as much as you can. Let's look at this as a long term. People are like, hey, drip, it's great. I compound, 3-4 times a week, and then I take once or twice a week. That gives you 2% a week. So even if this thing's going down, you're hitting like 3%, you're getting 3% a week. That's really good, especially if it's going to last 6, 9, 12 months, if not longer. So yeah, this isn't something we should just like all start freaking out about and be like, oh no, the big one's dying or something like that. This thing isn't just going to crash into the ground and be gone tomorrow. So yeah, so I mean, the balance, it's kind of, it went up to 35, and it's been just kind of slowly creeping up slowly on 35. It'll be interesting to see what happens over the next week. But I'll just kind of be watching that balance to see if is new investment slowing, or according to this graph it is, but that's not like, hey, let's stop investing, let's stop rebaking. That's like, let's keep let's keep it moving as best we can. So yeah, let's look for long-term rewards out of this, and that's going to take everybody. So if you're in this, if you want to make money long term, 6, 9, 12 months, a year, maybe more, just keep rolling with it. Spread the word, get it out there. I've been kind of shilling this thing for a few months, and it's worked out pretty well for me. I've got 2 or 3 wallets going with it. This wallet I actually started a couple weeks ago, and I put in, I think it was, I just want to see what would happen if you were a week or 2 ago, if you were just barely getting in and you didn't have much to put in. It was like 0.1 BNB, how much you could get back. And so far I have, in 2 weeks, I've taken out, I think 0.02. So I think I'm 20% of the way there. But it's actually starting to move faster. When I put 0.1 in and I waited for the 8% to hit the 0.01 to where I could actually rebake, it took a while. It took a couple days. But now it's daily that I can actually compound, and it's actually starting to move a bit. So yeah, so that's kind of where Baked Beans is right now. I mean, the contract balance is seems like it's kind of topped off there. It could go more, as they ramp up marketing. I know they're looking into some bigger marketing avenues. I don't know, because I know they're also planning another miner on another chain. But I don't know. I'm just really scared that if they do that, this one's going to be kind of like, okay, let's forget about this one, let's focus on the new one kind of thing. And I know that they don't want to do that, but as an investor, a lot of people want to be the first ones in, and I'm afraid if they do this, that they're going to, why would I want to put in this if I see the top leveling out when I can get into this new one as it's going up? That's kind of my mindset as an investor. How would I feel, and how would I think about putting into this versus the new one? Yeah, I don't know. I would rather the energy be focused more towards, if they're going to do NFTs, if they're going to do different avenues to feed this contract balance. I think that would be the main focus, because people see Baked Beans, everybody sees the behemoth, but then they say we're coming out with a new miner. As a new investor, I'd be like, I'm going in on the new thing because it's on its way up. I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts. I am still a shill for Baked Beans. It should last for a long time. Even if you're a new investor, I mean, as long as this thing keeps going on for months and months, you're going to get your initial investment out. It might be a little longer than 6 to 8 weeks. It might be, 9, 10 weeks or whatever, but you'll get it back, and then you'll have months of rewards after that. So yeah, that's like worst case scenario right now. Best case is they get that marketing going. They don't fragment their investments with a new miner, and the new investment can pick back up, and you'll get your investment back in a month or 6 weeks or whatever. So that's kind of best case. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but I am still very bullish on it. It's still got a great community going, and yeah. Anyway, guys, yeah, tell me what you guys think of Baked Beans right now and what they should do. It's not like emergency mode. I don't think they're not in that spot. Even if the contract balance does start tapering down, it's not like the end of the world here for this thing. So, but yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. That's my update for the week. I'll come at you with another one next week to see where this thing's at. And like the video if you like it, hit subscribe if you want to subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.